article from Corinne Brion, Cultural Proficiency, the Necessary Link to Family Engagement. So a big idea from this article is how do educational leaders engage families equitably? Based on the current data, scholars such as Bosque et al. Contended that by 2042, communities of color will become the majority of the U.S. population, with Latino and Black populations comprising 45% of the 2060 U.S. population. Despite the saying, it takes a village to raise a child, there are different perspectives on family engagement. Many families are alienated and community members are not involved in decision-making or consulted for different educational decisions and feel disconnected. However, there are two standards from the National Education Leadership Preparation Program out of the USA that are supporting this work. There is an equity, inclusion, and cultural responsiveness standard, as well as a family engagement standard. The case study talks about factual and hypotheticals. It's based in the city of Renford, a school district that is mainly a white population that is growing in its diversity. It's led by Mr. Cox, the superintendent, who strategically decided to provide equity program training for his educators and leaders. Mrs. Martin, the elementary school principal, is one of those who has been trained through the equity program. Despite the training, Mrs. Martin proceeded to send out a survey question, "What do you wish your white teachers knew about your Black child?" The implications of this are that many of the members of the community felt that this was offensive, marginalizing, and was discriminatory. There was lack of communication about the purpose of the survey and also about the training that was taking place. Although Mrs. Martin had a positive intention, the impact of her actions were far from that. She created a disconnection and a feeling of an unsupportive school environment. Through this case study, Brion hopes to shed some light on a path forward to becoming culturally proficient. Brion states if educational leaders continually work towards being culturally proficient, they will over time alter their students, families, and communities' mindset, reactions, and actions. As new generations of families benefit from a more inclusive education, they will model formally or informally teach cultural proficiency to others. Using the 7 C's of cultural proficiency for family and community engagement, we will look at those now. Collaboration. Collaboration within decision-making towards school reform and also creates a sense of belonging. Communication, looking at the different language profiles of the learner, having things translated into the language of the stakeholders, and realizing that some members may be multilingual. Being caring for the different stakeholder groups, listening, and showing compassion. Looking at the culture, the individual, the organizational, the regional, and the national. Considering the demographic information of the community and what that community values. Providing a sense of connectedness through intentional connections and also invitational connections. A collective responsibility, looking at the ultimate goals of being student achievement and well-being, and that it takes a collective effort. And working responsibly with others to model a sense of collaboration. In my own leadership position, I am working towards becoming more culturally proficient. In the last academic year, we talked with families, inviting them into engagement opportunities throughout the year. One such activity was an engagement circle to start the year as well to end the year, We also have parent engagement surveys that we send out incrementally, and we have intentional and invitational opportunities throughout the school year for all family members. Thank you for listening.